they might be coming from different cultural backgrounds, different environment in terms of weather. They have to be familiarized with the environment, which is going to be theirs until that all through the period they are testifying. They take them to the courtroom and also do the preparation. Familiarize them how the court proceedings will unfold, to relax them, to calm them, so that on the day when they come to testify, they are not taken by surprise by seeing a number of people in the courtroom.
Let me talk about those witnesses. We know them as, during the pre-trial time, they were being named witness number so and so, number so and so. When they appear on Tuesday, will you be able to see them, their faces?
No.
That is an issue. They will just be referring to numbers. No witness will ever be seen.
All witnesses at the ICC are protected witnesses.
So you will never see them?
Unless in a situation where a witness decides that they want their identity disclosed to members of the public. Otherwise, witnesses will be protected, or maybe expert witnesses who are only providing direction to the judges for them to have a proper understanding of some technical issues which will not be gotten from ordinary education. This is why they call expert witnesses. They might be shown, but the witnesses will be protected, their voices will be distorted, their faces will be distorted. They will be referred to in the courtroom by pseudonyms, witness 001 or 002, but the prosecution, the defense, the judges, everyone in the courtroom will know who is being referred to as 001, but not for the members of the public to know who is witness 001 or 002.
The defense lawyers will know the person.
Yes, they will know, but they have a moral, a legal, a professional obligation not to disclose the name of the witness outside of the courtroom. Even when they are cross-examined.
When you say the voice will be distorted, which means what? We will not be here.
For example,
we will not be able to.
For example, he's a popular radio, TV person,
yes.
And if you tune the TV, and you are in your room, and this guy has been on air for God knows how long, you will just know, okay, I know who is that, without saying.
We know that.
So the court also understands that. So instead of getting that voice, which would reveal who is speaking, the voice is distorted. You hear someone speaking a cracky sound, but the voice that comes out predominant is the voice of the interpreter. It's not the actual person who is testifying, whose voice you will hear. The voice is distorted. The face is distorted. Sometimes, depending on the context of the situation, the witness can testify via remote control. They sit in a room outside of the court because they want to avoid eye contact with accused persons. It's acceptable. It's a form of protective mechanism. Like children who are testifying against their leaders who may have given them guns, like you had the case of Thomas Lubanga. Most of his charges were on the recruitment of children. So for such children, there's still the power struggle between them. This is a powerful person coming to testify against him, and looking at him right in his eyes can send intimidation. So they testify by a remote link in the courtroom.
Perhaps as we wind up, of course, generally the International Criminal Court has been given the name the African Criminal Court because of its, general focus. Perhaps you could respond to this question here. This is Dennis Busolo from Eldoret says, can Camara confirm that ICC is not under any external undue process from especially some non-member states with vested interests in Kenya?
I so do confirm there is no external influence. America, to be specific, is not a state party to the Rome Statute. That in itself is sufficient, because when you look at the Rome Statute, state parties have certain obligations. America cannot refer any state to the ICC for investigation. America does not fund the ICC. America cannot present a candidate as a judge at the ICC. These are some of the opportunities that are there for member states, which is not the case for the US.
You had planned that, I think it was office, and planned to have big screens in Eldoret during the trial, so that members of the public there can see, those who have no access to TV. And then, of course, that project was discontinued. Why?
I would say it was discontinued for short term, but outreach is an ongoing process. And we shall ensure that we engage the respective communities to make the trials accessible to the most affected communities.
So what will you do to
So
do that?
communities otherwise that do not have access to television at home or in their neighborhood, to provide the viewing sites. The viewing sites bring nothing but information. We work in collaboration with local partners, with local authorities in respective communities that identify the venue where we could have the screenings, a venue that is accessible, and the local authorities provide us the support to maintain crowd control, because a public event of this type that has drawn a lot of interest, it needs to be controlled. So this is something we will continue. We shall engage again with the communities in Eldoret to see that in the coming days and months, how best we could collaborate to have these activities continued in their region.
All right. Many thanks indeed. Of course, talking to Maria Camara, who's the ICC Outreach Coordinator, looking at a review of the ICC cases at The Hague. We'll be right back.